G'day YouTube, Warbles on a lot here. Those of you who recall, a couple of days ago I was sitting here in the morning, bright blue sunny day, and I got hit in the eyeballs by a beam of reflected sunlight from the leading edge of the third prototype SunFoil on the roof of my car. And this was the final piece of data that pushed me into deciding I'm going to have to do something about that, stop it from reflecting. Easiest way to do that is to paint it matte black, right? I've been resistant to that idea because I know that the human eyeball brain combination actually responds particularly well to matte black. Just before the Iron Curtain fell down, NATO carried out a series of tests where they got real live attack bomber pilots to fly in at 50 feet and just about the speed of sound, and given a choice between bombing actual aircraft sitting on one side of the runway or bombing matte black silhouettes of aircraft painted at various other parts of the airfield, something like 85% of the bombs fell on the matte black painted silhouettes because it just draws the eye in and the mind decides that's what it is. When I had the Mark I SunFoil on the roof of the car, because it had amorphous panels rather than ordinary silicon crystal panels, it effectively had two matte black rectangles swept back at 45 degrees and laid down at 40 degrees, and it just made it look like windscreens on a spaceship. The fact that it was only 30 inches by 25 inches or something, 6 inches thick, didn't matter. It looked like a spaceship, therefore it was a spaceship, just because of the matte black panels on the front of it. And it was almost a hazard to traffic, but it wasn't completely a hazard to traffic. Yes, people noticed it, but it didn't dazzle them. What's on the front of the car, well, on the roof of the car at the moment, is now no longer capable of dazzling people. Check it out. Warbles has had an attack of social responsibility. So, let's take it all off and see what it looks like. Wouldn't want to get any overspray on the paintwork of the roof, would we? Guess who stuck it on really well? We were not going to get any overspray on the solar panel, were we? No, we wouldn't want any overspray. Not bad. Yes, pretty pleased with that. Not bad at all. There, that'll stop it from reflecting. And if it defines the geometry, well, I'm not upset about that, am I? Okay, so there it is. The new look, Mark III. Reflection modified. SunFoil prototype, which is no longer capable of beaming bright, horrible reflections at people coming the other way. Whether it looks better or worse or what, I don't know. But anyway, there we have it. Anybody who's capable of being on an intersection course from the front is now unable to get dazzled by large flat plate reflections. And yeah, I think that looks marginally better than it would have if I'd just sprayed the entire thing without showing off its cute little geometry, and I think it'll probably collect about twice as much heat as the rest of the fairing combined. So it might make the 5 watts worth of solar thermal ramjet effect into 6 watts, because all the heat collected by that matte black is basically conducted to the frame of the solar panel, which then radiates and convects it into the plenum chamber. So stationary, it'll increase the heat driving the thermosiphon powered air pump that cools the panel. So it's not going to actually affect the efficiency of the panel at all. But on the highway, yeah, there'll be matte black collecting area to pick up more heat and make the solar thermal ramjet effect just that little bit more powerful. So yeah, look, you can get more of a reflection off the chrome curved roof rack now than you can off the solar panel. And isn't it nice that the sun's conveniently got out of the way? Yeah, you have got a kind of a bright shiny rectangle, but I think we can call that problem solved. I would have to say, yeah, problem solved. No longer able to get a big enough surface area to blind somebody. And if it means I have to go back to looking like I got a spaceship on the roof, well, who cares? It works. Warbles on a lot to the SunFoil crowd on YouTube. Ciao.